Hey, another great day at the Solomon Trading Institute, powered by Money Market Edge. It is the will of God for you to prosper. That's just a fact. And so glad to have opportunity to bring a method to the message that is so clear. Now, this is the disclaimer. The government disclaimer is important that we abide by the laws of the land, and they stipulate that you understand that there is a risk associated with trading leveraged instruments. There's a risk with trading at all. All right. So anytime you go and play football without a helmet, there's a greater risk that you get hurt. Anytime you drive a car without a seatbelt, I use that ad nauseum because that's so common that we see, we understand risk, but we also understand that it is possible to get to point A to point B without having an accident, and it is possible to play football without dying. And you mitigate those risks by the preparation that you the time of preparation in terms of putting the seatbelt on and putting on the proper equipment. Solomon Training Institute is an education that you can bank on. We always talk about what we do and how we do. It's a strategy to what we do. We're efficient about what we do. We learn. We teach you how to forecast. We teach you how to recognize. We teach you how to know when to execute trades. We also teach you how to understand how to manage the trades once you're in them. And we also teach you how to exit for a profit or a small loss. And we call that capital preservation when we take those small losses, because they do occur every now and then. So guess what? It's important that you understand that this is not a get rich quick scheme. This is not something that you can do overnight, but we'd love to take you through our process, like so many people in 14, 15 different states, even 2 countries have done so, on the mainland as well as on the island of Hawaii. All right, so it's important that you understand that you'll be responsible for analyzing your trades. You understand that you'll be responsible for practicing well enough to know that your trades generate positive income outcome, which will, of course, potentially lead to income. You're comfortable with the trades that you take. You agree that you understand the nuances of each trade setup. You agree that you understand when financial reports are coming out that can impact your trading for that particular day. You also will agree that there's no financial advice given in any shape, form, or fashion by myself or any of my colleagues on the staff. And you also know and agree that this is not a signal given software, that you must make your decisions from a discretionary standpoint. It's very important that you understand those things. Well, guess what? Who am I? Well, I mean, you know that I've written a book about trading, but I'm not a a product of Wall Street or any other street other than 29th Street in West End. So that's where I'm from, 800 block 35211. And basically, I was a teacher, and when I got to this chapter in the book as an economics teacher, I knew nothing about it, and I researched and I found out about it, read all of the books on it, and I started practicing. And years later, got proficient at it. Later on, developed the software. One of my first students that I taught or exposed, shall I say, to this information, he went on and learned more and did more, and but he took what I taught him and he began to study. And at the time, because I didn't have a structured educational platform like I do now. So, but he reached out to me some years later, 15, 16 years later, and told me that he was doing well. He was, a millionaire, and he had all the things going for him. So that was my first student. And he took a small amount of money that he got from a small car wreck at one of the southeastern conference schools, Auburn University, and he changed his life, told me about it, and it's been very kind to me in sharing and being very liberal with his money as a thank you for me, and so great guy. So it's important that you understand that this is something anybody can learn. This is something that a young man in high school or went to college and learned and did well. So it's an education. There's a 5-step plan to profit: forecasting opportunity, recognition, entry, capital preservation, efficient exiting. How do we do that? We forecast, we understand the day type, we understand the major structures where we, could potentially run into some problems. Then we get to the place where, hey, that's probability. It's probable that the market will go up. Hey, that's market structure. The market's making higher highs and higher lows. Hey, this is momentum, it's going strong. And so we'd love to take you through our education, take you through our course, and help you understand that. We measure everything that we do. And one of the things that I love about what we do is that it's not a shot in the dark in terms of you being successful. You'll be successful if you come to the class, put in the work, and learn. We have 4 excellent teachers. I mean, 5 actually excellent teachers along with myself. We have a staff of educators who help you. We're going to give you the criteria that you need. We're going to help you analyze your trades. We're going to help you understand and improve your performance. We're going to make sure that you have the right mental approach. We're going to give you some information that help you improve, spending time with you, working with you, helping you get the desired results that you want. And that comes directly through the feedback that you get on a daily basis. And then you have a test to get through each level: orientation, freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior. Hey, listen, it's a great thing. We'd love to have an opportunity to talk to you about this. Okay, so here's our goal. This is what we want to do. And this is what we're trying to achieve. We'll try to get at least 80 ticks per day. All right. Sometimes we get 80, sometimes we get under, sometimes we get over, but we don't want to go backwards. So this is what we do, because if you could get 80 ticks, that means you would make $400 per contract. Potential, right? Potential. All right. No guarantees. All right. But if you learn what we do, and you can, do that, like I'm going to show you people, in our milieu who actually do this on a daily basis. And so sometimes you get more, sometimes you get less. And it's just something that you can do once you learn what to do. All right. So we can't guarantee you the money, but we can guarantee you that we'll help you define, determine, and reduce risk. We will guarantee that we'll give you an education that's of a world-class caliber. We also will help you understand technical analysis. We also will help you give you an edge by using the statistical absolutes within our software. So can't wait to have an opportunity to help you. So what happened in our trade room today? We have a trade room. We call it Live Tech, short for Live Technical Analysis. So that's what we're doing. So there are parts of the market that's dynamic and some that's static. So that part that's dynamic, we get into the trade room, and based on our strategy, I make sure that you understand what you're looking at. And then those who trade in our room, they understand what they're looking for. So today, as we do a little quick recap, so we have different people on different levels, of course, and they're trading different amounts. So for example, you have some people trading just one contract, right? Does that make sense? And then sometimes you have people trading 2 contracts. It just depends on where they are, in our milieu. So some are trading 1 contract, some are trading 2 contracts like this, right? Some are trading 4 contracts, some are trading 10 contracts. It just depends. And that determines how much money you make. Now, we don't give financial advice, so we can't tell you, hey, do 1, do 2, do 3. This is just something that we show you just as a guide, but we can't tell you, what to do in any shape, form, or fashion. And we don't, because that's not what we do. All right. So today, in our room, we had, an opportunity where we saw people, have opportunity to be successful in our room. So this is what happened today. So we have 2 sessions that we look at, right? And one of them is the high risk period early in the morning, and then the low risk period, which is around 9 o'clock after the institutional traders come in. So we had a small little announcement. It wasn't a hair on fire announcement, FOMC, non-farm payroll, or anything like that, but it was enough that it affected the indices a little bit here at 9 o'clock. After that settled, we were able to, realize 30 ticks. I was able to get 37 myself, but in days like this, sometimes you have to be careful. And, we manage our trades accordingly. We have rules for entry and rules for exit. So that's what happened today. And then over here in the high risk period, the fast and furious period, it's almost like bull riding. You can't stay on long. I mean, the volatility and the real action is pretty intense. But there are some people who trade that, and they were able to scalp, $80 per contract. So now, if you reach the level, that we talk about, or we refer to as our pro level, if you had reached that level, then you would have been able to, realize about $1,580 today. So that is what we do. So here is what we do in our trade room. And so when you see people writing bingo, that means they're making money. So several people were able to do it today. We got a bingo there. We had another bingo here. We had another bingo here. Dennis Williams, good job. Tariq, good job. A bingo. Nick, good job. Curtis Austin, good job. Joey, I spoke with him later. He also did some bingoing as well. And so, this is what we do. We kill that market on a daily basis, not because we're smarter than anybody, but it's because we have a system, we have a strategy, and guess what? We have a discipline. And those are the things that you would pick up just by being a part of what we do, because it's not about making $1 million in one day, So what we do is we have a strategy, and we're really thankful that the government allows us to have an opportunity to participate in the markets the way they do, in the DIY fashion. And we're also so thankful that we're in, a lot of people trade Forex and other kind of things, but we're in a market that's regulated right here on U.S. soil. So our broker's a U.S. broker. Like, it's really, really cool what we have an opportunity to do on a daily basis, and we can teach you how to potentially make a living and have a great lifestyle, just working just a little time each day. So it doesn't happen by osmosis. It's something that you have to work at and work on. And so what we do is we try to deter you from taking the path of just saying, hey, listen, I just want to get started. I just want to make some money today. Because when you do that, and you press that button and get that initial win, oftentimes most people take this route. And then so many people end up at the end of the day, because they took that route, they end up getting to the place where they are frustrated with it, and they just quit, but thankful that so many have continued. Those of you who perhaps who are looking at this information, you're in this area. You've been looking on YouTube, you've been reading some books, and you've been trying to figure it out, and here's where you are. But we want to get you back to this place right here where it will start working. You can get to the place where you can be restored, you can mature in this industry, in this skill, and guess what? You can experience success on a daily basis. That's the will of God for all of you, if this is what you're led to do. So really, really critical that you understand that. We've got a great thing going on as well. We have so many of our students who are taking this path of changing their career, because once you get the skill and you can develop the skill set, there are prop firms, proprietary trading firms, who will allow you to trade their money. So there's so many people that's working towards this, and trading other people's money, OPM, right? And that's how you do it. So it's just a great opportunity, great time for you. If you want to know a little bit more about what we do and how we do it, I would invite you to go to Amazon.com and purchase my book, so that you can look and see and hear more about what we do. If you want to hear more about what we do, you go to moneymarketedge.com, and what will happen is you have opportunity to book a call so that you can talk. Some people have critiques, and some people have criticisms about markets and about trading, and some people have questions about it. Some people are even skeptical about it. But guess what? One of the things that happens when you talk to a person, one or two things is going to be revealed. Number one, they're full of it, or they are the real deal. And so I wouldn't, if I were you, because of the opportunity that's afforded in markets, and in our economic system, that you can actually self-direct in a portion of your portfolio and do it yourself. I wouldn't stand back 90 feet away and say that doesn't work. What I would do, and I think what's wise, is for you to book a call and to ask questions and say, show me your demo, show me your account, show me people. Let me talk to some of your students. Let me talk to some of the people, some of your clients. Let me really do a deep dive in here and really see what's going on. Now, I think that's wisdom. So, but I would love to have opportunity to talk with you, and our staff would love to have an opportunity to meet you. Thank you so much. I hope you have a great day and a great night. God bless you.